Yeah.
Should we move on to the next segment?
Yeah, well, could we go to my film right now?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, this is a training film for the Federal Reserve. We did this for Freedom on Tape.
Okay.
My friend Jordan Benis, myself, and Nick Smith were involved. And I don't know, do you want to know?
Yeah, I mean, is there anything, do we need to set it up with anything? Or?
Yeah, it's just a training film. We set it up like the 70s, so some of the transitions you'll see were definitely, I wouldn't put them in anything else, so we'll see.
Now, do I need to know anything about economics or the Federal Reserve to enjoy this film? Like,
I certainly didn't, and I made it. So.
Well, there you have it. So we're going to enjoy George's film, the Federal Reserve training video.
Enjoy. Hello and welcome to the Federal Reserve. In this brief video, I'm going to show you the Federal Reserve's history, functions, and how you will save America. First, let's take a journey back to the 18th century to see how our current monetary system was formed.
Oh, hello, Winston. So, Winston, what are we going to do about this troublesome money problem?
Well, we could go on trading gold.
Oh, no. No one uses gold anymore, you know that.
Well, what else could we use?
This is a troublesome little nuisance, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You know, you could just print your own money, and then you could have as much as you want.
Oh, that's preposterous!
Isn't it a beautiful thing? Well, now that we've taken a look at the history of our monetary system, let's take a look at the history of the Federal Reserve back in 1913.
Hey, Mac.
Charlie?
How are things at the Capitol?
All right.
What's wrong?
Well, everyone in Europe is bickering. You know, some days I think the whole world's about to break out in war.
You know that'll never happen.
Yeah, you're probably right. And then there's the whole problem of bank runs.
Bank runs? Why's that?
Well, you see, with our fractional reserve banking system, the banks have so little reserves that no one believes in the banks anymore. They all rush out to get their money, and the banks don't have enough to pay them back.
How can we solve that problem?
You know, you could just centralize the whole banking system. That way you can print all the money you need from one central location and distribute it so banks can meet the demand for money during bank runs.
I don't know the words.
Now that we've looked at the Fed's history, why don't we check out what we do now? The Federal Reserve achieves many of its goals through what we call open market operations. Through this process, the Federal Reserve buys and sells securities to manipulate interest rates to levels that we feel are best. So how does the Fed go about doing this? Let's go watch and see.
First, the Fed purchases or sells securities as it sees fit. To pay for these securities, we simply write a check against ourselves. Since all of the money comes from us anyway, we can never run out of money to pay our obligations.
Wait a minute. How can we just write a check against ourselves whenever we want, and then create the money to pay for it?
We can do whatever we want. We're the government. As we all know, the American economy doesn't always thrive. Sometimes we fall on tough times. It is during these moments that the American people need our help more than ever. And the solution might be easier than you think. What is the one thing everyone needs when the economy is tight? You guessed it, more money.
To address these problems, we enact a program called JPP, which stands for Just Press Print. By printing more money and releasing it into the market through means like the open market operations, we're able to stimulate the economy. Sounds too good to be true? Well, welcome to the Federal Reserve.
So there you have it. You're well on your way to having a successful career in the Federal Reserve. Good luck on your journey. And remember, when in doubt, just press print!